All right, so I'm up and running. I'm just going live to get this recording going, get it done. What is this? Go away. Okay. Make sure I have comments up. Okay, in case anybody is around. Okay, so I'm just showing off some albums that I picked up past month or so, I guess. Haven't done one of these recent grabs in a while. So do these because record store days around the corner. I'm gonna have those to show, and these will get forgotten. So I just wanted to show off some of the stuff I got. Um, one of the most recent ones is this one here, this Lou Donaldson "Say It Loud." This is a good Lou Donaldson album. It's very funky, I guess you could say, and it does start off also with a James Brown song. So the first side is basically covers. He does "Say It Loud," "I'm Black and I'm Proud." That's the James Brown song. "Summertime," which is a Gershwin song, I think, and then "Caravan," which is I think Duke Ellington. Um, but then he has two of his own songs that he wrote. Yeah, "Snake Bone" and "Brother Soul" on the other side, and it's just a really soulful, just album. It's really good. I like it. And over at D&J Records, they actually um, she thought of me with this one. So I went by and visited them, and they were like, "Hey, here's an album that I wanted to show you." And she finally figured it out. It was this one. Didn't have it. It's Lou Donaldson, so I grabbed it. But yeah, it has now some of the people on here I haven't heard of before. Blue Mitchell on trumpet. Not familiar with him. Then you have Lou Donaldson, the man, on alto sax, and Jimmy Ponder on guitar. And I like the guitar on this one because he didn't. It's accented. Not a big fan of jazz guitar leading the way or piano, but I like it when it accents the other music, and it does a good job in here. Charles Erland on organ and Leo Morris on drums. So yeah, just a good, fun album. Really good. Um, it's on Blue Note, but man, it's just not hard bop or anything. It's really like a funky album. So pretty cool. Anyway, yeah, if you see this one, check it out. And then this one I meant to look up before I went live, but I found this recently. And, I have the Ray Charles, what's it called? Country and Western songs of country and Western, where he did his take on country and Western songs. But this is another one. It's country and Western meets rhythm and blues. Um, and it was an official release. And I don't know, maybe it's just a different label. He was doing revisiting it. But let me see. Um, oh, right here. Whatever brand the music carries, country and western, rhythm and blues, rock and roll, ballad, or jazz, for every Ray Charles interpretation lends the song a distinctive style. In this new collection, Ray has gathered together some of the best of his two most popular styles, country and western, rhythm and blues. So it's a little bit different than just the country and western. Um, Four of these songs are big country and western hits by the great composer, singer Buck Owens. Together again, I've got A Tiger by the Tail, I Don't Care, and Don't Let Her Know. And then, so yeah, it's a country and western and some rhythm and blues in there. So it's a good album. Really enjoyed it. Right along with the other one songs, the country and western one that he did, volume 1 and 2. So check that one out. It's cool to have some Ray Charles. I haven't picked up anything by him recently. Not sure which label this is on. It says TRC. So anyway. Then what else did we get here? Oh, I got a good replacement, "Crying Time." Really good album. Was this kind of a? Can't remember if this kind of had. Yeah, it did have some country and western on this too, because the first song, "Crying Time," is a Buck Owens song. I thought it had like a feel, like a country feel. So this one too, but I had an original copy of this, but it was just in bad shape, and I got this as a reissue. So very cool. Yeah, "Crying Time," really good song. Let's Go Get Stoned. Yeah, it's a good song. Going Down Slow. Peace of Mind, Tears, Drifting Blues. We Don't See Eye to Eye. Yeah, it's just a good, solid album. Ray Charles album. So, a couple Rays to add to the collection and kind of upgrade what I have. All right, now, so this came out, the Tracy Chapman, and it's a very good album. In fact, I just recently had another one of her albums. I see this stack of CDs back there, right there. Going through that to see. I'm going through that stack back there to see what I want to keep, because I'm having those days where I'm not completely thrilled of having vinyl a lot, because it's just because of something like this, because this first song on the second side just clicks pops, and I'm like, I don't know, some albums it's okay on, but I don't know. And I've cleaned it. I don't know how many times. So I'm gonna take it down to the record store hopefully on Wednesday and see if I can get it out of there. But I was excited to get this album, and the first side sounds great. Just got to that first song on the second side. I'm like, God, something's in there in that groove, and I don't really want to deal with it. But I did get the indie store exclusive, I guess, orange vinyl. So, I mean, it's really good looking. There's just nothing on it. It's just that big, and it's a loud pop. It's a very annoying pop. It's not like a little click, click. It's just like pop. It's like, so hopefully I'll get that out of it, because the rest of the album sounds really good. So, but I mean, just a great album. But anyway, the other, I was talking about with the CDs there, I forgot the name of the album, but it has Give Me One Reason on it. I don't know if it was probably like her third or fourth down the road, but man, I don't even remember when I picked that CD up, but holy crap, that's a good album. Really good. So, and kind of talking about that one, I had this weird edition of it that I picked up a couple of years ago when I met Glenn Kellaway and Marsha over at in Orlando for a record show. So I picked this up at a really good price. Everything looks pretty much legit. Now the labels are different. When I look at the new one, the reissue, the label's different. And it's on this gray vinyl. So, and this one sounds really good. So I don't know if it's a bootleg. They really did a good job of putting it on there. I probably need to do a side by side once I get the big pop taken out of the other one. But I might do that when I listen to them both and see if there's any distinctive or any major differences in there. But so I have 2 copies of it right now. We'll see where I go with them. What else did I get? Yeah, they started reissuing some of these Creedence, so I didn't have the later stuff, so I was able to pick up Pendulum, which I really liked. Hey Tonight's on here, Sailor's Lament, Melina, Wish I Could Hide Away. Just a really good, upbeat, fun album. I'm glad I picked this thing up. I'd already seen it, but I never even checked it out. And as soon as I saw that it was reissued, I just grabbed it. I think it's the very last one. It's pretty rough. I forget the name of that one. So I don't know if I'm going to get that, or I might, just to complete the collection. But this is a really good Creedence album that a lot of people I don't hear much about, but it's really solid. And I was happy to get this one too. I've been looking for a good copy of this, and they just reissued it. And actually, this one's on a cool. They did colored vinyl on these. I think this is like a brown. This one I'm talking about. Yeah, you put this one on like a chocolate kind of color. So that was kind of cool. But I've been looking for Willie and the Po' Boy. If I could say Po' Boys, like it's a sandwich or something. Willie and the Poor Boys. I've been looking for that for a long time, and every copy I found was just in bad shape, so I never picked up a copy. But with the reissues, they reissued it also. And of course, it has down in the corner where it mentions Willie and the Poor Boys, but Feelin' Blue, Poor Boy Shuffle, I think that's Fortunate Sons on here. This is a really, really good album. Yeah, I'm glad I picked this one up too. And it's on like I think they did like a yellow vinyl on this one. Yeah. So that's a cool looking thing. And both of those sound really good. They did a really good job with the pressing on those. Um, no issues on there. So yeah, I don't know what happened with Tracy Chapman. I know a lot of people picked up the Tracy Chapman and had no issues with it. So I guess I'm just the lucky one. But where I picked it up from, they're really good about doing returns, replacements basically, and I wouldn't mind just replacing it so I could have my copy. And then I picked up a bunch of Dylan a little while ago. This is Fallen Angels, and this kind of falls right there with the standard stuff. What does it say? 12 brand new recordings, 150 grand vinyl, featuring All or Nothing at All, Melancholy Mood, and That Old Black Magic. So he did these kind of traditional albums. I don't know if I have the other ones in here. I might have put them away already. Where he's doing kind of like traditional music, but he didn't go like Rod Stewart on it. He made it Dylan style of like traditional songs. Has Young at Heart, which you would know if you heard it probably. Maybe You'll Be There, Polka Dots and Moonbeams, All the Way, Skylark, Nevertheless, All or Nothing at All. A Little Street in Singapore, It Had to Be You. Melancholy Mood, That Old Black Magic, and Come Rain or Come Shine. And he really puts his voice into this, and it's produced by him, but it's Jack Frost, Dylan. He likes to play games. I think it's just on regular old black vinyl. And then, a few weeks ago, I was going through yard sales and stuff, and I came across this one lady. She used to work for a record store, so she knew what she had. She had a whole bin of like MoFis and these audiophile albums, and it was the last of her collection. And I'm over there looking at it, and I'm looking at her, and I know she knows what she has. So, it's like, I told her straight out, I'm not going to try to barter with you because you know what you have and all that. And I don't know if you want to come down. I'm driving away, and I'm like, I could have probably offered her $100 for it. And I wonder if she would have taken it, because I probably could have sold 3 albums out of the probably 50 that were in there and made that money back, but didn't do it. Kind of regretting not at least asking, didn't want to offend her. But we did negotiate on this one, because I really didn't realize it at the time, but I don't have a copy of this Songs in the Attic, like just the standard like release. I have a MoFi over there, and then I have a 50th anniversary that came out, but this is the one that came out in, was this 80? This was after Glass Houses, so 80. Oh, I got to do this too, Sam St. John. I got to do this. Maybe I'll do this tonight too, the World's Hardest Billy Joel quiz. I got to do that and see how I do. I don't know. I don't want to look bad, but I might do it live. So anyway, this is what was this? Well, these were all recorded in 80, but I want to say, because it's gonna drive me nuts now, because Glass Houses was 80, and Nylon Curtain was 82. So was this 81? Boy, I'd fail that quiz already. It was all recorded in 80. So anyway, glad to get a copy of this, and it came with the book that is in there. I think it even has 2 of them in there. It has a book, Songs in the Attic, and it's got a picture of a young Billy on the front there. And I think it just has, does that have the lyrics? Yeah, it has all the lyrics in there. Then all the staff, just a lot of information on it. I know when Billy did Songs in the Attic, he kind of had that band together that he was really happy to have, and he felt that he could go back and get a live recording of some of the songs he recorded on his early albums, and because he felt he had a different energy for it. So he wanted to capture that and really show what those songs could do. And he really did a good job with this. So you have Miami 2017. See, my brain's not working. I should be able to tell you what albums these are on. I want to say Turnstiles. Summer Highland Falls, I believe, is Turnstile. Street Life Serenader from from Street Life Serenade, Los Angelinos from Street Life Serenade. She's got Away from Cold Spring Harbor, Everybody Loves You Now from Cold Spring Harbor, Say Goodbye to Hollywood from Turnstiles, I believe. Boy, Captain Jack is definitely the last song on Piano Man. You're My Home from Piano Man, The Ballad of Billy the Kid from Piano Man, and I Love These Days from Turnstiles also, I believe. So, but yeah, just a good live recording. Glad to have it. And it's got the old hype sticker on there, and I'm keeping the plastic. I don't care what you guys say. I like this. It just kind of shows its place in time. So it's pretty cool. This one I picked up, man, because Barnes and Noble, man, go over there and check it out. They had a whole area of $20 records and stuff that's usually 35 or more. We're down to 20. This one was, and then they had another area where it's like 25% off, 50% off. And I'd had my eye on this one for a while. Jenny Lewis, she's got like a retro sound to her, and interesting lyrics, like a puppy in a truck. And it's an interesting title. Essence of Life, Apples and Oranges. Just a good sounding album. And I kind of looked at it, but then I was like, I don't know, because it was more, I want to say it's close to $30. And I was like, whatever, but this is marked 50% off. So it got down to like, because it was down to 15. I think it was close to 30. So it got me close to 15. Then I go to Barnes and up to the register, and I have the Barnes and Noble membership, and it knocked more money off. So I only paid like $8 for this or something. So yeah, glad to get a hold of this. Just a cool album. If you haven't checked her out, check her out. Just has a different sound, but like I said, it's kind of like a retro sound too. And she's got some interesting stuff going on there. So check her out, Jenny Lewis. And then weird thing is I have a spreadsheet where I keep all my albums, and I had Damn the Torpedoes listed as like a deluxe version, and I can't find this deluxe version. I don't know why I would have had it in there. I had to have had it. So I'm not sure what happened. I can't remember what even happened. If I had it and then there's something wrong with it and I was supposed to get it replaced and never did. I don't know, but I cannot find it. But luckily I had this still over a bin of stuff that I'm still getting rid of from the hurricane. And because I must have replaced it with this, I cannot figure out what I did with that album. It's going to drive me crazy. But I cleaned this up and put it back in there. I probably want a better copy. It has some pops on it, but it's holding its place in my petty collection. But Damn the Torpedoes. And this just had, Refugee, Here Comes My Girl, Don't Do Me Like That, Louisiana Rain. Just a great album. Every song on here. So, yeah. So, glad I still had that, but it's going to drive me nuts. And there's a deluxe edition out there, and you can't find it now. And I don't know what the heck I did. I don't remember. That's going to drive me a little crazy. And then I was doing a video with Kingfish, and I keep seeing this collection. I think this is a collection of the Smiths stuff, from what I understand. It's a double album. My favorite song on here, Heaven Knows I'm Miserable Now, is on here. But just a great album to listen to. I got to get familiar with the songs, but I enjoyed listening to the whole album. I need to get familiar with the songs and the titles and everything. But Morrissey with his sort of sarcastic lyrics and whatever thing going on. But just a cool collection. And I just finally decided to grab it. Is that all the lyrics? Yeah, lyrics are in there. So I need to do like the old days, play my album and read the lyrics. So yeah, it's a good Smiths collection right there. And they only had like 5 or 6 albums, so I might end up getting all the Smith stuff. This one's good, Benmont Tench. I need to listen to it a couple more times to let it grow on me a little bit. Oh, excuse me. Getting late, long day. On the Dark Horse label, but it's his latest release, and I enjoyed it. I just need to let it soak in. That's one of those albums I enjoyed, but I got to kind of just absorb it a little bit more, get more familiar with it. But I think this is his second studio album. I have the other one. I don't know if he's putting out any other stuff, but I have those two. Forgot what the other one was called, but it did have some Tom Petty stuff on there that he recorded before he passed. So yeah, Benmont, good album. And then, yeah, I was able to get some Tom Waits, which is cool. This is later on. Is this like 2006 or something? Bad as Me. I haven't listened to it yet, but I saw it and I grabbed it because I'm almost there on completing my Tom Waits collection. It has Chicago, Raised Right Men, Talking at the Same Time, Get Lost, Face to the Highway, Pay Me, Back in the Crowd. So I need to listen to it. And Tom Waits is another one that I really like, but I really need to get more familiar with his albums. So I will at some point as the years go by. I also picked this one up. This sounded really good. Now, this is Parachute Records. They put out these bootlegs. They're like recordings from like Europe, radio recordings, and they have different laws over there where they can actually take the radio broadcasts and release them. I guess they can't do it in the States, but they can do it in Europe. So they did that with this, and just really good. I wrote some notes. I'll probably be doing a video on it, but has 10 songs on it, and it just has a good live recording where it's like you're there. You can hear the audience. You can hear him well and the band well. And it's just a really good recording. It's not like a bad bootleg or anything. It's actually well done. And as far as I can remember right now, anything that I find on that Parachute label, which is, like I said, mostly radio broadcasts, is good quality. I have a Mark Knopfler. I have some Neil Young, different ones from them, and really happy to have it. I gotta be careful with this next one. It's Ween. Just gotta be careful with the cover. It's not, and look where my hand is. So it's not a crazy explicit, but it's detailed enough. And then the back also, the back's not so bad. It's kind of like Eric Clapton's Backless. But this is good. A friend of mine, I guess I listened to it years ago and didn't know what to do with it or forgot about it. And he's like, listen to it again. And I did. And I'm like, holy crap, thing's good. This is I had to have this special order, look at this, special ordered. And the album, the original release would be 2 albums, but this is 3. So it's some outtakes and, whatever left off. And it's a really long album because there's a lot of short songs on there, but they're just all over the place. It's like they do experimental stuff like Beck with his sounds and his weirdness, but then they'll have one that's like a Spanish style song, Mexican style song. And then there's one called Spinal Meningitis that's just really freaky. It's a freaky ass song to listen to. It's wild, but what a fun album this thing is. They're all over the place, and there's melodies, everything. The music's great. Then there's one that sounds very soulful and R&B, so it's good stuff. But 3 albums, and I just want to be careful. I don't want to open it weird. So anyway, Ween, check those guys out. And I heard their albums are pretty hard to get a hold of. And then last one I have here is Neil Young, Oceanside Countryside. And this is one of those unreleased albums. There's songs on here that were released later or on like a Decade and things like that. But just a fun album. I think the first side, which is Oceanside, was recorded like in Florida, Miami or something like that. And then Countryside was recorded in a different place, and I forget where he recorded it. But just a good album. Glad I got a hold of this. Another good Neil release. Captain Kennedy, I know, was on something else. Human Highway. Dance, Dance, Dance. Oh, sorry, guys. My goodness, it's late. And Pocahontas is on here. But every song on here, it's just a good album. So yeah, pick that up. It's good. So that's what I have. And had some people come in and leave, and nobody's left a comment. So I don't know. I guess I'm just gonna boogie. I'm not gonna wait around for anybody to come up. Not a big surprise. It doesn't always attract a big crowd. Maybe it's too late. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that. Let me know what you think about any of these albums. And I might be doing some DVD stuff because I'm going to be going through those over there, so I might be talking about it. And here's one that took me by surprise, actually. This Joni Mitchell. I've been hoping to get into Joni Mitchell at some point, but I'm just not a huge fan of the way she, her style. It just throws me off a little bit. But this album it has Coyote, and I believe she performed this song when she was at the Last Waltz. She did Coyote, and I just liked how she sang it. It's poetic, and it worked. And this album just is really solid. Just got done listening to it. I was ended up on the floor hanging out with my dog over there and just listening to this thing, and it's like, man. But I don't know how you pronounce it. Hijira, no idea how you pronounce that, but I think it came out in like '76. Um, but just really good sounding album, good vocal. She doesn't go, her just good quality voice, and she doesn't go all over the place, and it's not like irritating or anything. It's just really nice voice and good lyrics, and I like some of the bass lines that go through there. They reminded me of some of the stuff on the Tracy Chapman album. Those bass lines where they kind of go boom, boom, they kind of just run it down and bring it and put an effect on the bass. Really cool. So this is definitely a Joni Mitchell album I can recommend. So we'll see what else is back. There's a whole bunch of stuff back there that I haven't listened to, and I'm gonna, going through it to see what I want to get rid of and what I'm going to keep. So. And yeah, I'm gonna be making a hard decision soon about what I want to keep on vinyl and stuff like that. I've cut down stuff pretty good, but yeah, it's some of the hassle of it is just not worth it with the vinyl. Kind of getting irritated with it, and playing some CDs. I'm like, these things sound just as good, So make some decisions here. So I'll keep you posted on that. But anyway, where are we here? How far are we to this? Yeah, it's almost half an hour, so that's good. I'll cut it off here. Thanks for watching, or if you rewatch this, cool. Leave some comments. Let me know what you think about this stuff. And until next time, hope you guys enjoy your music, all right? Bye.